Right. Everybody look like they doing something else. Oh, they doing is spreading the link, spreading the link.
Yeah, I was waiting for to see
Wait a minute, Tracy. I see that.
is Mike holding y'all up?
Mike is ready, present, and accounted for. Although
Okay.
I was third to join in, but it was still you know respectable timing.
Mm.
Charles looked like he going to sleep though.
Nah, I'm
Yeah,
relaxing.
huh?
I said I'm relaxing, definitely relaxing.
That's definitely same here. Um, man, so, all right, what the hell's been going on, man? You probably already spoke. Well, we spoke maybe intermittent, like just a quick spot within the past week or so. But what's been going on?
Oh, well, I was chilling. I was down Dev's neck of the woods for a little while, man. Spent a couple of days in Raleigh, just chilling with my cousins. Uh, that's about it, man. You know, that's all I've personally been doing.
Got you.
Been
Uh,
going on this week. Moving slow, staying out the way.
staying out the
Yeah.
way.
Staying out the way.
Yeah, y'all didn't link up when you was out of did you?
Nah, I was.
No,
It was a short run in and out, but be back down there next month. Probably shoot through the area.
Oh, I know. Wait. Oh, this is well, not random, but we talking about news events. Like one thing I caught right before I was heading out of work, like today was was Biden stuff, man. But yeah, here's a question: is Biden making a comeback? Like gas prices are going down. He just put through some. I don't know if it's executive order or it's a law thing for the student loan relief.
Yeah, that was big. Think a lot of people appreciated that move.
I wonder how much red tape is going to be behind this stuff. It's just like I mean, it's good. It's good that they're able to do it. 10,000. Well, I think it's 10,000 and 20,000. I don't know the difference. I think they said 20,000 if it involves Pell Grants. I thought most of the see you get out of
Oh man, kid.
uh it said I think it's like 20,000 for like Pell Grants or something like that as well too. Twenty
Yeah, I
thousand.
think it says it's up to like 20,000, right? 20 for Pell. Yeah, that's what Tracy
But the
said.
primary, what I'm trying to remember is I'm trying to remember like Pell Grants was the main loan, right? What was It's not like that was a secondary loan. That was the main governmental loan.
Yeah, I'm not really sure. I can't remember that stuff. I can't remember doing it at all, man.
Uh,
But
Tracy,
I think it helps a lot of people. I think a lot of people oh yeah, Tracy said they had the direct loans for school.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, so I know like they were tossing around the numbers before, like they were trying to get Biden to like commit to 10,000, and he's talking 50 or stuff like that. But to be honest, I mean, I think the majority of people, if you got out a loan, like you got out a good number, like 10 grand
Yeah.
is for most people, like it's helpful. But it's like
A drop in the bucket, you saying?
a drop in the bucket. I think you know what I mean. Like
So
you get
instead of owing 100,000, you owe 90,000 still, but that's still a lot, right?
yeah, like they went through all this like through COVID, right? You put like say so many people's out of work, they put all the loan stuff on hold. I
Hmm.
realize like people probably done incurred 10 grand worth of financing fees in the past year or two, like and of interest, like accruing interest on your
Yeah.
loans. If you got any loan amount over like 30, 40 grand or something like that, and built up. I mean, that's just all they're doing is scratching off some interest. I don't know. Hey, why we
I don't
lost?
know, but I think that to your original question about I don't know if he's making a comeback, but I know people appreciated that. You know. But especially them people, that got like only 10, 12,000 left on student loans or whatever, or, they never borrowed that much from the beginning. I think that's real helpful. Because there's some people that only owe like in that area in student loans.
Yeah, if you got 10,000 on a loan, that's gonna sit nice. 10 or 20. I mean, if it works with the 20,000, if you got 10 or twenty
Yeah,
thousand sitting on a loan, that's gonna be a
yeah.
nice thing. It's like okay, I could strike that off and then deal with something else. But I still don't know about this Biden stuff, man. He and maybe part of it's intentional. I was thinking about that today, like how he just seemed to be him and Kamala just seem to be like missing in action just from anything. Maybe that's his tactic, right? Maybe he because as always he always says like how he needed to like bargain with Democrats and Republicans, and maybe he see like flashing and talking about all that political stuff online. Maybe he thinks all the media attention, like to every little topic, might hinder people's ability to agree with certain things. You see what Tracy just said. She said, she put her numbers in. Well, you put it out there. I don't want to say what your exact loan balance was, Tracy, but she put it as like the 45, 50s, and he did it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. A lot of people are up there, but yeah.
The hell, man, that wasn't a full sentence, man. What?
No, I said
See, I think you took some sleeping pills or something.
nah,
Oh,
nah.
this is a day when
I
you did get
said
oh,
no. I said, yo, I was reading the numbers, and
right.
I said, yeah. I said, yo, a lot of people up there with that owing in that debt. So I said, yeah. So I just mumbled it to myself. Really, I said, yeah, yo, a lot of people up there, man. I'm like, ooh,
But there's also those people that owe like 100,
yeah.
grand. Like, that stuff gets crazy.
Spent a lot of money, man, on that education, right?
Yeah, yeah. I remember years ago, they said something else in the news recently, but I don't know if it's even true. But I remember years ago they had already said that student loan debt. This is within the last 10 years. They said student loan debt surpassed like mortgage debt, which had always been the highest debt held by like Americans, like the debt
Hmm.
behind owning homes. And they when you had that whole banking crisis and everything, um, with all those garbage loans and stuff like that, banks started shifting their hustle to school loans and stuff. Schools started bringing up their tuition and rates and all that stuff, and banks' interest rates on loans wound up going up, and then you had a whole world of just newly in debt, and then just less jobs and stuff like that. So yeah, no, Tracy, I see. You say you're not a kid, don't you? Yeah, I mean, I've had loans out for years too, like with school stuff as well. So
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, shoot, that's what we're talking about. Damn, half of America it's got like it's a majority of debt. I think it probably still is majority of debt in America is like school loans. So um, it's crazy. Hopefully we lost dad for a bit. I think he's working out, trying to get back on. I'm sure. That's Jason says if you have the lawsuits with all the schools that were credentialed to in the lawsuit, I believe it's gonna be forgiven for that list of schools, but I think it's only if you're making payments.
Oh, the people who's gonna have it forgiven.
What schools?
Oh, so you had to be like at least already attempting to make payments on your student loan in order to receive this.
Mm, Wait, is that what you?
Yeah, that's what I gathered.
Just going to. You mean making payments as opposed to like never having made payments or something like that?
Maybe like maybe they see if you're currently making payments. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what's the criteria exactly, but it
It's like
wouldn't surprise me. They want to see some good faith effort.
yeah, they probably like, but that's kind of that would be crazy to impose like now, just coming off of COVID, right? Right, because they still, uh, they still, yo, see, you,
Yeah.
this, yo, yo, we lost Dev. I got
Yeah.
I mean, you with me too because you know
Nah.
it's solo.
Yeah, we told you, man. We was gonna let he's gonna let Mike pioneer the whole thing, man.
Nah, that ain't the
I
case.
don't know what happened to Dev's what you call him?
He had two video feeds.
Yeah.
Oh, so if y'all
Chase
join,
said shit. Nah, I'm good, Chase.
yo,
I'm
nah,
good.
wait, matter of fact, first of all, you gotta sit up a little first because your posture is off, man. You ain't gonna make it through that like that. You almost laid down in bed, man. Let's pop
Nah,
up
I'm
a little
up.
bit. Like,
Nah, I'm
yeah,
up.
that's what I'm talking about.
All
That's
right.
what I'm saying. Act like we gonna dive into this topic. Here now.
Jay said he about to lose me. I was getting comfortable.
I know. Yo, oh wait a minute. Maybe we could do this until we get Dev back, right? So, hello everybody who's jumping in. We got let's see. Something we can't. I'm gonna ask this question again. We can't always. So when you see the number of people that's logged in, like we can't always tell exactly how many people on because there's always more than actually shows. It doesn't show exactly how many people something. So everybody is on. Let me make this request. Whoever's page you on or whatever, just say a what's up. Like you listen in, eavesdrop a little bit. Just say a little quick what's up. Hey, let us know you listening in, so we can see who's actually there. Because the numbers don't reflect for whatever reasons, like how many people is actually on. So say a quick what's up. Say just let so we know who's listening in. If you got a question, like we're gonna ask I don't know. We need a name for it, like ask real talk or something like that. Like a little question. It could be a random thing. Regine, oh, see Regine saying, oh shoot, but all right, we back. We doing that. Everybody's saying okay. Couple
There we
glitches.
go.
Yeah, here's the other thing too. We all split up. We split our feeds into different. When we originally do this, it's supposed to combine everybody who's on the chat together, but it doesn't do that. Like it typically shows like you know, I don't know. It may show certain people, certain pages, and not all of them, or whatever. So again, everybody who's on, say a quick what's up. We see Newman chimed in, Machine, uh,
Uh,
Tracy's chimed in, Andres chimed in. Shoot, I don't. Oh, Kirk and Pacina. Pacina, did I say her name right? Kirk chiming in. And who else? Yeah, it's much good. So say what's up. Oh, if you got a question, like could be random topic question or whatever, ask real talk live. You can do that. What the hell else is going on? Yo, Dev, I've been telling Z, he doing that thing like you do in the car.
but that like mellowing back.
Yeah. You can call it mellow. I call it
Uh,
nodding. Let's call it what it is.
No.
I need you to stay on the topic. So maybe all right. So what's been on your mind lately, Z? What's been what caught your attention in our topics, news, current events, or Dev, somebody.
No. I was tell you what the last couple of days, man, what I was focusing on the most was that Subway Series between the Yankees and the Mets. That's
Oh,
what I was focusing on the most, honestly, for the last couple of days. So those were some intense hype baseball games, man, playoff type atmosphere games. So that's kind of what I've been focusing on the last couple of days.
and
Baseball.
and for those who don't know, Z is a baseball fanatic aficionado. Has been a what do you call it? Intricate cog in the sport itself, doing the umping and all that stuff for years, et cetera, et cetera. Oh, playing years ago too.
Yeah, play. Um,
So,
yeah, it's a good thing, man. It's a good thing. But
uh,
other than that, that's about it, man. You know, reading the different stuff, just different things we was talking about in the group. You see, they had the honorary flight with Bessie Coleman, reminiscing on her. We've been reading all of this stuff about monkeypox. The you see at the Little League World Series on the topic of baseball, they had to do with the cotton in the hair. You know, it's just, it's a never ending, you know, just get beat in the head with all this.
wait, what's the you were from the monkeypox to somebody with cotton in their head? Like I don't know what that.
Yeah, at the Little League game, they was like taking the cotton out of like the stuffed animals and they was putting it in this kid's head. So I think the team was from Iowa and it was like a little young black kid. So they were saying that, like, the insensitivity of it. But then I was watching another video and thing of it because the people basically said there was no malicious intent behind it, whatever, you know what I'm saying? But there was like other photographs and another video where it showed that like he wasn't the only player that had the cotton in his hair, but from that video and that thing, you got like a little black kid sitting there, white kids putting cotton in his hair. Teammates though, you know what I'm saying? And they was like, so you know how something, the imagery, the optics of all of that spirals out. But everyone involved was saying like even like his parents, they were saying like they don't feel it was, no ill intent, no malicious. And then, like I said, I saw online where they posted other pictures and different things where it wasn't like it was just him that had it in his head. It just seemed that way from that picture. You know what I'm saying? So, that caused a little uproar in Little League Baseball for a minute, but I think it kind of died down though quickly.
Yeah, what's up on your side? You still getting situated there with the stuff? Is having a glitch or
I mean,
something?
no, I can hear you guys. I'm here. I'm going through some stuff with the setup, but I can hear everything. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But that's really just about it, man. Always something. That's how I look at it. Always.
I'm glad you cleared that up though, as far as what happened with that Little League thing.
Yeah, they were
Yeah,
saying that.
because
They
it
don't
really
think.
horrible.
Tracy's asking what's the significance of putting cotton in the head. Like, I guess if I understand, I'm assuming it got to do some like racial stuff, like cotton picking, something like
Yeah. Black people and cotton just kind of like a sensitive
like throwing in
subject.
watermelon or something.
Yeah, exactly. Or like, you know, when you do things like I'm getting ready to do, like eat a banana. You know.
Yo, let me ask you a question. Yo, let me ask you.
They say we monkeys.
Oh wait, there's some feedback there. Yo, let me ask.
Yeah, like
You're a black
like a
person.
party.
Let me ask a
Yeah.
question. Yo,
Did you
do
hear
you
the echo
feel
and all that?
do you feel self conscious about going to some place and like eating a banana and thinking like, yo, somebody probably thinking in there, somebody looking at me thinking some racist stuff like some monkey type stuff or something like that. Like,
Nah.
you don't think nothing like that? Why'd you
Mm-mm.
just say that then? What do you mean?
No, because I'm saying I know that that's been stereotypical, you know, black people being called monkeys and apes and all of that, and then the apes with the bananas. So I was just like, it just went along with like, you know,
All
what you
right,
were
so
saying.
that ain't never been in the back of your head like you going to some place that's like maybe you brought some little snack on this majority say, people are non-black or deaf says non-melanated, whatever that they think of some racial stuff or
Well, that goes back to everything when you black in America, man. You always wonder if it's racial, you know what I'm saying? But
I'm asking. Well, you can throw all of them in there. It could be like all the stereotypical things. It could be a banana, enjoying some chicken, watermelon. Be like, yo, I can't. I'm out of a picnic. Like, yo,
nah, I don't be eating like fried chicken and thinking like, yo, white people looking at me like some stereotype. Mm-mm.
mm, uh,
Mm-mm.
what's the difference? Yo, I had a little bit of well, not myself, but like a little different topic, a little road rage incident. What's it today? It was yesterday, man. It was. I run into a few of these kind of things, not road rage with different things, but and that's why I was wishing that I had the dash cam in the car too. I don't have my dash cam in my car that I had before, but I was just driving. I switched lanes, and somebody must have thought I cut them off a little bit. And I know I didn't cut anybody off. I probably just pulled over sooner than they would like. He like sped up, like they just they gunned their car real quick, sped up in front of me, did that brake check thing, slammed onto the brakes. I was like, what the hell? I switched lanes. Yo, they literally like they started like they was in the lane to the left of me and started swerving the car toward me, like making like they're gonna hit me. Like you've seen this happen before on
Mm-hmm.
videos on TV where somebody does it and they actually do hit the person. But that's exactly what they did. They swerved it left. They did it like two times, and then they tried to speed off. And then one good thing is that I didn't get all caught up like emotionally at this time, but I did speed up to catch him. But I was just getting a license plate though, so I sped up. I whipped out my camera on my phone, and I sped up just long enough so I can get the license plate number, got it, and then just backed off, and that was it, man. But it's like it's like that thing I was saying before, yo. I start to get so like offended by some random person doing something where it's like, yo, they feel it's okay to like your being, your person, or something like
Hold on.
that. We got the audio, but
It ain't me.
but yeah, it's and that's how things go from 0 to 100.
Real
You know,
quick.
oh, and Newman said, "Sounds like you cut me off." No, that wasn't me. That wasn't me. And Newman, I think Newman, you're up in Connecticut. I was out in what was that? I was out in Jersey actually. So unless you're out in Jersey,
Dirty Jers.
so yeah, damn it, man! Somebody always doing some nonsense like that, and it's but it makes you, yeah. I mean, it'll But I kept my cool this time. One time before, and that other incident happened where somebody, my unprovoked thing. I was even in the car, like I was on my bicycle, and that guy pulled out whatever he had, some metal object or whatever, going all crazy.
Mm.
Uh, but another unprovoked situation, people losing their minds. But yeah, you never know what's gonna happen. So you don't know who you're gonna run across.
Yeah, following somebody.
Got to keep your wits with that. At least I tried to. You can get caught up in it really quick. So yeah, current events. Speak to me, people.
The what?
Speak, come on. We like,
Yeah, Mike is crazy, man. This is yeah.
so what? Oh, Tiffany says Jersey is always wild. Unfortunately, just stay safe. Whatever you do, thank you. We'll try. Yeah. Then you got the old thing like on Jersey Drive is like and that wasn't even like a Jersey Driver thing. Like sometimes it like say Jersey Drivers or whatever else. Bad, but that was just somebody just raging because
Hmm.
like during the morning time or early afternoon, make you want to like violently act like you're gonna crash your car into somebody. Like, it's too early in the day. Like,
That's early in the morning. Yeah.
and they changing, they changing gun laws and all that stuff and everything. Which is like, that's what we were talking about before, right? That was the whole topic. Like, people gonna think twice about doing some. You already think nowadays, like you think twice about doing something stupid because you don't know who you're gonna run across. But they changing gun laws now. You can have open carry and stuff, and you know, you're gonna have more likely these people carrying guns in there, while they traveling and stuff, and do something like that.
I try to make my ride just calm, peaceful. Sometimes I open it up on the parkway, but for the most part, man, I just be chilling. I don't like y'all leaving enough time so that I could just be relaxed, chill, man. I don't like that feeling of being like anxious. You got to do like that idiot shit that's only saving you like 1 minute. You know what I'm saying? Like
Say again.
and I was saying, with me, I like leaving early enough, like in the morning or something, man, that my ride is smooth. It's easy. Like I'm not really affected by the traffic or the time or whatever for a minute. You know what I mean? Unless something crazy happen, like an accident or something, but just everyday routine, like morning traffic or afternoon or evening traffic, whichever one it is. I'll just be trying to be mellow, man, and just whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
Just be chill with it.
Um, alright. So, we plan on talking about a couple of topics today, right?
Nah, we didn't have
Yeah,
no topic. We didn't
yeah.
have a
We was
topic.
looking.
Huh?
Nah, we didn't have any said topic. We threw some ideas out there.
Yeah, he was talking
Yeah,
about
we didn't have no said topic.
all of the
We said current events, and then there were some things that we talked about. Possibly, throwing up in there,
Such
especially some of the
as
stuff that Charles was or just what Charles just did. Some of the stuff that he talked about in the thread.
yeah.
Things like that.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, we're in that group, man. It's always like a conversations going on.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll be missing them from the beginning. They had
You
that
see the
one in
one that
there
Mel
with
put up
the
there, though, Charles?
huh?
Did you see the one that Mel put up there this morning about Trump burying his wife on the golf course for the tax break?
That he did what to his wife? You said?
He buried his first wife on the golf course for the tax
Oh
break.
yeah, yeah.
crazy.
It's like it makes you think, who is even writing all of this shit? They get around, ain't no question. They get around them taxes, man, any way they can. Especially they write they write in tax codes. Or they paying to have them written
Yeah.
for them.
So you need a good. When you guys had mentioned about the screens and stuff, yeah, my MacBook is it's tripping. So my main camera's gone. So I had to log into a regular computer, and it's moving super slow compared to what I'm used to. You know. So tried my phone, but we was getting the echo. So
Fauci getting ready to hit the exits, huh?
we need to.
Yeah, what he said, he retiring.
Yeah.
I don't even see why them people. I feel the same way with Biden. I don't even see why those people even want to take on that level of freaking controversy and stress, man, at this stage in life. You know what I'm saying?
What do you mean?
A lot of stress with
I
these
mean,
jobs. I'm not clicking on this, what you said about. Trump buried somebody. He buried his first wife, and basically was on his golf course by the first hole, and he was trying to make it a farm before that, or get some type of farm write-offs or whatever. So, yeah.
like that, like your man Rick Ross with like they were saying that with the cow. You and him and Gilly got into that back and forth, and he was saying how. Right. Was you the one saying something about that, Dab? Like if it's considered farmland, like the tax purposes of it versus like his estate?
I don't remember, but I mean that's why people do it. That's
Yeah.
true. That's why people do it. I mean, business people are probably looking at what Trump did. They don't have no problems with it. You know what I'm saying? Because they're like, yo, it's just another tax write-off. But as far as moral codes and stuff like that, most people aren't going. Most people aren't going to do that with the same intent. I'm gonna say it like that, with the same intent. In my opinion, because it wasn't foreign back in the day to be buried on your land. That wasn't foreign at all. But I don't know.
I don't know what the FBI doing, but they look like they're going after him. You never know how it's gonna play out, but it definitely looks like they're going after him.
Say that again. I ain't hear you, Charles. My joint's tripping over there.
I said no. It looks like on the outside that they're going after him. I said, but never know how that's gonna all go and pan out. But on the surface,
Be about time.
I gotta get. Hold on 1 second.
So what you been up to, Mike?
What have I been up to? Some involved in street gig, doing some home remodeling and stuff like that. Trying to get back on my routine with just how we talked about keeping a balance with exercise. I was reading I was reading a book. I don't know if anybody else read this or something like this. Started reading this book called the Celestine Prophecy. Somebody recommended it. It has to do with and if anybody knows about that, yeah, all right, yeah.
Yeah.
Just started. Yeah, you pulled
Keep
that
it close.
out some 2 feet from
Keep
you.
it close. Thinking about it. But I'm listening about it.
So that's some. Wait, now you froze up.
I've been freezing the whole time.
That's
Man.
something you had recently, or something you read like a while back.
I read it in the '90s twice, and then I read it. I was glimpsing through it, sort of just taking little parts of it about 5 years ago, 4 years ago. So I put it in my list of books to read through, but I'm not even through some of the other books because I really don't read the way I should or the way I used to. But I know the whole premise of the book inside and out. I think what we see. Well, how far are you through the book?
Like chapter 5.
Can you, Mike?
Oh, so they what's it taught? So chapter 1 just starts out with just saying that there were these manuscripts and stuff that originated from, I think it was Peru, and that they had to do with like some sort of they speak about, I forget how many chapters or whatever they call it. I think it says like about 12 or so sections of it, and it speaks about a new awakening of I don't know if you call it consciousness of awareness. That's what they say. A new awakening of awareness, and it has to do, a lot of it has
Yeah.
to.
I'm gonna have to switch up, man, because it keeps the whole time we've been on. I've been losing sound. That's why y'all can see me do whatever. There it goes again.
Uh, so it deals with like, so there an awareness or an awakening within people, and being in tune with everything. I guess it kind of delves into a number of different areas, and I don't know enough about it yet. Doing it like partially through it, but it's like, it's kind of like spiritually. It's like within nature, consciousness, um, and it but it also it's almost like it's something that's been kind of kept amongst a certain group of people, and then there's also seems like a certain type of people who don't want the word of this like spreading. Um, there's some people who are stopping the spread of that thing. There's some feedback coming through. Def. Yes, I'm gonna mute you there for a second. I think I can mute you. I can't mute you. No, I don't think I can. Oh, I can mute you. Yeah. So there's yeah, awakening on a consciousness, and there's certain people who are trying to put a stop to it or something like that. And so there's some feedback coming. So they're passing on this information, and each person, they're going on a sort of journey uh, to like find out more and more about it, and you can only like learn and understand like one section of it at a time, and you become familiar with it and move on to the next section. And it's, so I don't know, it's a mix of like something that has to do with like spirituality and consciousness, and then there's part of it's like, I think part of it's made up, part of it's like true, or at least like the basis of the book and everything like that. But that's what it is. And
Mm. Yeah, Dab having I don't know, man. Tonight just seemed like one of those nights.
Can y'all hear me?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Is it echoing or anything? Because I'm using a mic for one thing, and I'm looking. I got like mad screens. It's weird. No echo or nothing.
Nah.
All right, cool. Yeah. Yeah. Everything that you were saying up until the time when it blanked out, you're absolutely right. Are you done with the book?
Chapter 5.
Chapter 5. Okay. All right. I don't want to say nothing. Nothing too crazy, but it's a great book. The only thing is, a lot of people in the religious communities, when it first came out, they didn't like it at all.
Mm.
Especially, there was a big Christian backlash to this book, and it really shouldn't be because it's not taking no digs at, well, it's not taking digs at religion. It's just saying it's just like you were saying a second ago. It's like there's some other things that can be considered in your spiritual journey. That's all. You know. But yeah, good book. Good book.
Yeah, I got a bunch of books, man. I'm behind on too, man. I really need to start reading more.
So you got any recommendations there yourself, dude?
It's a couple of books I ordered, man. Some about you know, medicine stuff, some about African warlords. What else? I just ordered a book, something about China. I forgot what that one was even about. I saw it. I got one about sex trafficking and everything that I want to read.
That topic sounds familiar.
Sex trafficking?
Yeah.
That's the topic.
Nah, I'm saying it's part of the conversation we had a little earlier. We said that I read up on it a little bit real quick. Some people
Mhm.
said that like evidently in some areas there was some um, people going around who were finding things like on their cars, whether it was like bags or twist ties on the handles and stuff like that, and there was some assumption that it had to do something like, especially I guess, especially for women or whatever, like may relate to somebody trying to be taken or kidnapped and brought into sex trafficking and stuff like that. What quick read I did on it, it seems like that's been something that's one of those things that's been going viral on social media for like the past 3 to 4 years. And it's from what I seen, it says that a lot of it's just kind of unfounded stuff. I don't know if y'all read anything else that gave any validity to it, but the stuff I said is said it kind of originated from they sort identified back to a couple of different people and said it was like some unfounded just nonsense that was going on. Did you hear anything differently or?
Nah, I mean, I can imagine where some of these memes and different things you see on social media are probably like unfounded. I mean, I don't know how much people even, and some of these things, people even look into it before they even click the share button. But more than anything, though, but I think that sex trafficking and human trafficking and stuff, I think that that shit is going on a lot and it's real. And it's like, you know, they, it's one way to get the conversation rolling. You know what I'm saying? You know what I thought that about? Which is crazy, right? Is I thought like, did you see Kanye West with the clothing line and he didn't want them on the hangers and he made them dig in the trash things and it's like
Yeah,
so people was started I started reading articles where people were saying he was being insensitive to like homelessness and people and that type of thing, right?
right.
But then I thought about it from a perspective. I was like, yo, you know what? Like, and this is where people say like Kanye crazy, and where he think he's not crazy. The rest of the world just don't understand him, right? So everybody will acknowledge that there's a homeless problem in America. There's definitely one in New York City. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like one of those conversations that's always like somewhere around, like, but it's not like excuse me, like an everyday topic, like people drilling it in. But it's somewhere always in the air, somewhere around whatever, right? But you hear about food banks and different things, but like poverty and homelessness, you know, has a certain type of connotation how we kind of look at it and people who've ended up in those situations, right? But I was thinking to myself, I said, yo, with Kanye West doing this, whether you agree with it or not, they should be on hangers in the plastic bag. I'm not even thinking about that. I'm thinking about that, yo, they're gonna probably talk more about homelessness with him doing that than they was talking about homelessness before it. You understand what I'm saying? Like it like in like some weird type of way, it brings the conversation to like a forefront that it may not have been if they didn't want to use it as a means of being critical of them. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
you
the
follow
first
what I'm saying?
Yeah, no. The first time I heard, well, the other day, I think it was probably the same day they started talking about it. I thought it was dope because the first thing he said is like, he's like, the media always wants to do this. He's like, I took something, he sees his clothing stuff as his art. Same with music. Is his art, his way of expression. And I thought it was dope, right? Because he looked, because he said the media did exactly what you expect them to do. It's like, oh, he takes stuff, he throws it into this, and they started using the word garbage bags, right? And somebody interviewed him. He's like, it's not garbage bags. Like he says, they're these large like construction sacks and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he corrected them, and then everything was still splattered on there. He got them picking out clothes from garbage bags, and they don't want, and the employees of the store are instructed not to assist any customers coming in. They gotta, and they don't put the stuff in any type of order. It's not like you're gonna find the smalls, mediums, and larges in order. You got to dig through it like you digging through like a trash thing or whatever, and find what you want. And
Hmm.
he did that with so much intention to like to that same point, like just to have somebody do something like all right, you're gonna go into the store and buy the stuff. I'm gonna make you think about something else. I'm gonna make you think about something that's on my mind. I'm gonna force it down your throat, whether you like it or not, kind of thing. And but that's dope the way he did that, and he argued the position, and I know, like, they said when he came into the store, and they started putting stuff up on hangers, and he was like, he got mad. I'm like, don't put it on hanger, put it in these
Yeah.
bags. But you saw, like, and his like fearlessness, or fearlessness, to like just stick to what he thinks makes sense and not back down from it, like, is cool, because it's gonna do exactly that. It's gonna make people think about what he's doing, why they're doing it, and you're gonna think about it when you buying his stuff, right? Because he made you look at it from a different perspective. Like, whatever his intent is, or whatever conversation goes on that, like what, like, oh, I'm buying stuff, but I'm too. You're gonna make me. They put it like he was disrespecting homeless or something like that, and it has nothing to do
Yeah.
with that. It has something to do with somebody wants something he got. They feeling like you making them jump through hoops to do something to get it, like, and he's gonna make you think about it as you're doing it. Like. So
Well, I'm gonna say it like this. I mean, you guys might be right. Um, I don't know anything about the story. You know what I'm saying? So I'd have to, take a look at it. But I'll say this: he ain't do shit for homeless. And what I mean by that is everything he has been shown to do is for him and his brand. So if he did it, if if the homeless situation was something that he can use, it could seem like it's for the homeless. But when you speak about deliberate, he's been very deliberate about making money. He's an incredible marketer. And the way I look at it is he was just talking about black families. Where that campaign go? Where that campaign go? Once he was able to start talking to his children again, he got quiet. And I'm just saying that to say that that's been his history for a long time. I'm not mad at him as far as marketing, but I'm just, because I actually deal with the homeless population in real life. I mean, if it can bring some notoriety, I mean, that's cool. But the thing is, you have to have sustaining efforts for true change. And in his situation, he's been playing with that clothing line for a minute. And the reality is, it's just really showing more and more what true value really isn't for me, because it's just like, oh, I'm going to spend $700 on these shoes because of the marketing, and the shoes are not worth that. Now, to somebody, if they believe it's worth it, then it's worth it, and you can't knock the hustle. But I don't believe he's ever done anything in particular, especially recently, with the intent of the true social movement. And for all of those who follow Kanye, because I get into some heated debates at times. I don't, but his fans get heated because they swear by him. They just swear he's just like the gift of all gifts. And I just see it a little bit different. So I'm saying that to say this: if the homeless thing is really in his heart, let's see a sustained effort over time. Let's see him put that money. Not saying he doesn't do for people. Let me be clear. I'm not saying that. This has nothing to do with what he is or isn't doing. We're talking very specifically about homeless based on what this conversation was. And I just think that anything he's doing is to market what he's doing, even down to his damn kids. And I sort of thought that was sort of whack, because I actually for once was actually rocking with him. I'm like, oh yeah, he's talking about, not destroying the black family and the family and the fan. I'm all for family. I don't care what family you are. You can be white family, Asian family, black family. I'm all for family. I think family is a beautiful thing. But then as soon as he started talking to his children again, that whole thing disappeared. When he was having some issues, I can't remember what it was with the media. Then he called on all of the black media to sort of come together, and it was him, Jason Lee, and all these people. Where that movement at? Somebody knows. Post it in the comments. I want to know. I just feel like once he gets what he wants to get, he's gone. That's just how I feel. I could be wrong. I don't have no numbers and no articles and no nothing to back up what I'm saying. It's just a casual observer and what I've seen him do. And I was a diehard Kanye fan for like the first 2 or 3 albums. I was like, oh, this guy's, he's everything. And, and everybody says, oh, he lost his moms. And I lost my moms. I lost my adopted mother too. It's painful. It's one of the worst things you could ever experience is losing your mother. But that still doesn't, that. Let me shut up because I'm about to say the wrong thing. I don't want to get in no trouble. Yeah. So I'm going to check that article out. If y'all could, throw it in the group. Maybe we could, I want to see it if somebody can.
Yeah, I would have to go back. I mean, it's just like little stuff I was Googling and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Those
didn't
things that was coming up.
I didn't see anything like guys, and I don't even think like Kanye's that dude, but he's like, there's nothing that I saw that relates to. It's like, oh, he's doing this specific thing to benefit the homeless kind of thing. Like, I don't think that's the majority or the point in pretty much like 95% of the stuff he does. Like, I think he's bent on thinking differently and bringing like just a different type of awareness or discussion up. Like, like look at this dude. This dude, like he decided to cut his hair all crazy type ways and make it look like it was just somebody cutting with their eyes closed. And then there's people, not a whole lot of people, but enough people walking around with the same type of cut. He starts wearing some sort of construction or construction boots like every day. That looks like he's working in the sewers or something like that, and he makes a fashion thing out of it. You got some people following that just because like he put it into motion. And I think he realizes that. Well, he realized a long time ago the power of like what he could do with his thoughts and his whatever he kind of projects out there. And so I don't know. He has these thoughts and these concerns, and he's like, hey, let me bring a certain kind of awareness to it. Not that he's funding some campaign to.
Yeah. No, I don't think it was like that type of thing.
Yeah, not that he's doing that, but he's bringing whatever degree of awareness he feels comfortable with addressing. He's like, I'm gonna put some message out there, throw it out there into a puddle and into it, like see what happens.
That's the point that I'm trying to say to you guys, is that I don't think it's just about awareness. I think it's always attached to something else. That's my point. So I don't think like for me, if I go out there right now and I really believe in something, I really believe in it. I'm not doing it to sell records or to sell streams or to sell out a concert or show through my narcissistic tendencies that I'm I'm doing this for me.
Yeah.
I just, you know,
But that's what I'm saying. I don't think that I don't think he ever mentioned anything like that.
okay,
It's what was, yeah, it was what was said to him.
got you.
So it was more like well, damn, you know what I'm saying? Like, so it's almost to your point, to what how he could be looking at it like, damn, I didn't mention nothing about the homeless with this. I didn't mention, anything about no campaigns, no movements, no nothing. But everyone, like some reporters started relating it to the homelessness. So I'm saying like his thing is could be like, damn, like you supposedly care about homelessness, but you're not even talking about it, you're not writing about it or nothing unless you can write it in relation to somehow trying to be critical of what I'm doing or something I'm doing. And it's crazy because I never even mentioned the homelessness. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how much it made you start. So now why are you talking about homelessness and something that it's almost to what the point you're trying to say. Like, you really care about it, but you're not addressing it. You're not really writing about it. You're not doing nothing about it until I make a clothing line and I don't even mention anything about homelessness, and you make that correlation. And now all of a sudden you're talking about homelessness, you know. But if you couldn't relate it to my clothing, you ain't even discussing it. And it's so crazy that the clothes had that impact on you because I never actually even mentioned nothing about homelessness.
And even on top of that, I think Kanye is definitely like he's one of those artists that's kind of stuck with the duality of almost like not to compare and put him in the same thing, but almost like say like a Tupac. You know what I mean? Like he can preach one thing and say something, but then come up with a completely different side of something with a different agenda. You know what I mean? It's like,
Yeah, I
but
think
he
that just gave him a outlet to say to kind of call them out on their phoniness, not so much like he was actually thought of this campaign to address the issue of homelessness. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Got you.
So yeah, I mean, this is what it is.
Yeah,
He's the same person who says in the song. He talks about like people. I forget what song it is, but whatever. Like blunt. Being mere materialistic, this and this and this. But I'm gonna go to Jacob and get
yeah.
my stuff
And
or
I'm
whatever.
married, and I'm a married white girl. What?
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
Yeah, that's right. Gonna get me snow
Who married
bunny.
a white girl?
No, in his song, like how Mike said, he said, and when they get on, they go and marry a white girl.
I was like, oh shoot, y'all teaching tonight something new. I was like,
Oh nah. I'm just singing lyrics, man. You know.
important not to really get caught up, um, and just to be entertained. I'm gonna say it like that because a lot of the people that you meet, they they seriously damage people, man. And so that's why I like the ones that do things like the perverts that mess with little girls and stuff like that. I don't know, you know what I'm saying? I ain't got nothing for, but overall, you'd be surprised how many of them celebrities are just not they're just not good people, man. I mean, they are truly flawed individuals. I'm gonna say it like that, you know. And so that's why I'm like, if I like an artist, I'm gonna like that artist. I'm just gonna rock. But if they do something I don't like that comes out, a lot of times I just shut it down because I know for many years I ain't gonna say what celebrity it was, but there was a celebrity that me and my homie used to sort of bet that if one of us saw him in person, who would we just had a bet. I'm just gonna say it like that. Because of what this celebrity did, it was so egregious, it was so crazy. And we ain't like him after that. So, when I listen to some of these some of the stories that come out about some of these celebrities and everything, I'm like, if they were damaged, flawed people without money, you can only imagine what a taste of power and money, especially if they're not getting help, what type of deviance can be conjured up. And that's for any of them. That's That's for any of them, including Mr. Cosby. It's what it is. Like, it ain't my fault. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know, yo. Much love and respect, but not to everybody. I'll tell you that.
But listen, fellas, y'all two, me and Mike held the first half down. Y'all two could hold it down for a thing. I gotta get myself together, man, and get ready to slide up out of here at 10
I think
o'clock.
we had a good show, man. I got a lot of issues on my side, man. So we could shut it down, man.
Yeah, we're gonna wind it down early today because it's
Yeah, we can just shut it down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, yeah, this is kind of a shortened version, abrupt version. We got a little bit of it ain't audio Charles no more, boy. Yeah.
In audio dev, I'm having complete problems. Like
Yeah.
complete, like everything's messed up.
That's all good though.
But, I mean, yeah, I don't know. I guess it's on that side because everything audio and video came through fine on this side. I think it like
yeah, it's on your side because
Yeah,
we see you in here. Yeah.
Like there was times y'all were talking, I couldn't hear nothing.
Yeah.
Like for a while, and then my system went out. You know, but all right, well, another time. You know,
Facts about what did Tia say? Facts about what? What did I just say that are facts? I don't even know what I just said.
right now I said nothing.
Well, what are we talking about? I don't even know what we're talking about no more, man.
so you might not
Ask
say.
Charles. Maybe
Huh?
maybe we should say that to make you feel good.
Yo, Tia, the one that gave me the hard time. No, right? Which one is that? Tashera.
Nah, Tashera gave you the hard time. She's here. That's who. Hey, if you want to have
What's up,
another 20 minutes
Tashera?
with her on, you'll get 20 minutes out of it. It might be 45.
Hold on. No,
No,
listen. Yo, you know how many times I repeated that line when she said, "Oh, send me that link. I'm coming on there right now to straighten Charles out." Yeah. You know
And
how
he
many
came,
times
though.
listen. You know how many times I've used that line like in different conversations, but not like the way for the show. I'll be like, oh, let me get that link. I'm about to straighten you out, right?
Yo, we coined like y'all. That's your like each other's like nemesis, like how they have it like Marvel comics or something. It's like
Mm-mm.
something going like 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 battling. That's
Uh,
you gotta. We were saying
oh
before.
yeah, that's right, Tia. I ain't been Audio Charles in a long time. I eliminated that nickname for myself.
Yeah, you.
Yo, I even went and bought me a little computer.
There you go. And that's the thing. I gave my computer to Mac to get my battery replaced and all this other stuff. They give it back, and then my camera's not working. And they
Calvin went roller skating. Oh shoot.
yeah, and then they put a camera on my joint. I mean, they put a new keyboard on my joint, and now my keys make noise. Like when I'm typing, it's like, tick, tick, tick. I'm like, yeah, they about to get it back though, because I need my joint to work. You know?
The roller skating, that's nice. Man, I can't think of the last time. I wouldn't mind doing some like old school roller skating thing somewhere. That'd be alright.
Yeah. Friend of mine getting ready to do that for a birthday thing, but I ain't quack quack. Yeah, I'm not I ain't gonna be able to attend it, man. Yeah,
Alright.
but I'll be down in North Carolina again next month, Dev. I'll be
Come on,
more
welcome.
I'm gonna be more that way anyway. Charlotte, Greensboro. I was Raleigh this weekend. I was in Raleigh. I went to the little festival they had out there, that Carib Mask or whatever festival.
Yeah,
Went out there for a little bit, hung out.
my son was out there. Or
I might be. See, you might be surprised. I might be
It
on
was
a.
cool. It was cool, Tia.
I might be on a last minute trip next week. I'm gonna see if it's
Oh, where you
confirmed.
trying to go?
I'm might run off to PR.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
Yeah. jump on that, man. You know, that ain't too crazy of a flight either. Yeah.
But yeah, I know you got to jump off of work. Not work, and I got
Yeah.
another
Good
call
evening,
in
fellas.
a little while.
All right.
All right.
So let's
See y'all next week.
Peace.